Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Slikk, back again with the video, and today I'm going to be ranking the Call of Duties since Call of Duty 4 in order of their campaign. Oftentimes we rank Call of Duty in order of their multiplayer modes, but did you know that more than 70% of all Call of Duty owners never launch multiplayer, not even a single time? As the dedicated fan you probably are, this may be hard to believe, but you are in the minority of players. Most purchase Call of Duty for its explosive, high-octane single-player, or its co-op modes such as zombies, not multiplayer. But without further ado, let's get right into the list. Starting off, I'm going to have to select World at War as the Call of Duty with the weakest campaign. This campaign wasn't necessarily bad, but it was the least memorable of them all. This game really fits the mold of a stereotypical World War II shooter game, but not in a good way. World at War had an extremely linear story that had very little character development. World at War's campaign was fun at the time, but my personal tastes include a story with a little more substance behind the plot. Continuing on, I'm going to have to place Ghosts as the second to worst campaign in CoD history. Although this game had plenty of big budget action sequences, the background plot was, well, weak at best. Not only does every single country in South America form as one to destroy the United States, which doesn't even make sense anyway, seeing that the United States is strongly allied with many South American nations, but the Federation somehow managed to hijack a single Odin satellite drone, just one of them, which has the capacity to turn the entire continental United States into ruin. Yeah, okay, this plot was not the highlight of the Call of Duty single-player stories. In the number 6 spot, I'm going to place Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, the most recent CoD. Although Advanced Warfare had an intriguing and unique background plot with an incredibly immersive and explosion-filled storyline, the major plot points were extremely predictable, and that's if we're being kind. I mean, just about anyone could see how the story was going to end by about halfway through, and having Kevin Spacey as a guest star didn't help much either. I mean, if you think about it, can Activision really afford to hire a multi-million-dollar actor like Kevin Spacey for a video game role twice in a row? Oh yeah, did I mention spoilers? Next on the list, I have a fan favorite, Call of Duty 4. This may be a game that brings back loads of nostalgia for most gamers, but this campaign was an excellent first of its kind that revolutionized the way that we play first-person shooter, single-player stories. For starters, it introduced some of the most iconic Call of Duty characters there are, such as Captain Price. This is an excellent campaign, but didn't quite have the production value we expect from the more recent Call of Duties. The final missions of the game were brilliant, but the gameplay was lacking mission diversity, with many of the missions being as point and shoot as they get. But nonetheless, Modern Warfare 1 delivered an excellent single-player experience. Black Ops 2, the most highly acclaimed Call of Duty of all time, is not without an excellent single-player story. For the first time in the franchise, your choices could change the course of the plot. Although this was an excellent effort to shake up the linear form of storytelling often offered in Call of Duty campaigns, most of these choices didn't come until the end, and were minimal in their effect on the entire plot as a whole. Nonetheless, Black Ops 2 delivered an excellent campaign that carried on the story of its predecessor. Seeing that characters from Black Ops 1 were also in Black Ops 2, and by the way those games took place like 60 years apart, I'm interested to see which Black Ops 2 characters return to the Black Ops 3 story.
What happens when the enemy steals the keys?
Coming in the number 3 spot is the first entry to the Black Ops franchise. This campaign was the most unique of any before it, seeing that it introduced brain teasers and a psychological element not seen before in the franchise. Additionally, this is the first and only Call of Duty game to take place during the Cold War era. Treyarch really owned this time period and was the first, and last, game studio to ever make an excellent video game that took place around the time of the Cold War. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was an excellent and fulfilling conclusion to the Modern Warfare series. Although it is possible that the Call of Duty releasing in November 2016 is Modern Warfare 4, MW3 delivered a sense of finality never seen before in the franchise. For the first time in the Call of Duty single-player game, the story really seemed to find an ending resolution. This game was particularly well known for its tear-jerking moments with the deaths of household names such as Soap McTavish, which ended in a strangely satisfying way. In many ways, the Modern Warfare series ended in the same way as it
30
began.
seconds, going dark.
And finally, the best Call of Duty campaign of all time is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is by far the campaign that I replayed the most. Nothing quite beats the soundtrack for this game or the intense moments towards the end of the story. When I think of the quintessential Call of Duty single-player experience, the first game that pops into my head is, of course, Modern Warfare 2. This game delivers so many intense moments without sacrificing story developments or an intriguing villain. Modern Warfare 2 shocked the world with No Russian, which took place in its first act. This incredibly gritty mission was banned from many editions of the game offered in countries such as Germany, as I discussed in my video 7 Things You Don't Know About CoD, which I will have linked in the description below in case you haven't seen it. Not only that, but this game delivers a wide variety of mission settings and gameplay styles, which all boil down to a conclusive yet strangely vague ending that would eventually be continued in Modern Warfare 3. All in all, Modern Warfare 2 delivers the most complete single-player experience we have ever received in Call of Duty history, which is why it is the best Call of Duty campaign ever made. But, of course, everything stated up to this point is my opinion. Be sure to comment your thoughts on which CODs had the best and worst campaigns, and be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe for daily uploads. My name is Slikk, and we'll see you later.